Guys, how are you all doing? It's a girl Cindy, and I'm back again today with another gist. I trust you guys are okay. I trust you guys are doing good. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So I just want to react to this video today. This black man in this video is asking white women why they exclusively date black men. Now, some of them stitched his video, literally giving their reasons, and I had to quickly check the comment section out. I mean, you could slightly see some racist comments. Someone says because they've got the energy to do some work. You know, I'm gonna show you some of these comments. Please stay with me, guys. Let's just see this video first.
White women. White women who only exclusively date black men. And if you guys know any white women like that, please tag them in this video. Why do you exclusively date black men? I really want to know. I'm curious. Why? Why do you exclusively date black men, but not date your own race of men? Comment down below. I'm trying to see something.
Now, just for the records, I'm not against interracial marriage. Just marry whoever you want to marry as long as you're happy, you're comfortable, the person makes you happy. Baby, please get on with it, okay? I saw a stitch. I had to trace the original video. I decided to bring this video here so we can see the stitches together. Now, some people in the comments were like, oh, they are also curious. Like, they really want to know why white women exclusively marry black men. So I have put together a few stitches. Let's just hear from these white women. And of course, I'm going to show you some comments I grabbed from his comment section. Please check the stitches out.
White women. White women who only exclusively date black.
Yeah, I kind of want to know the answer to that. I'm a white woman married to a black man, but I never exclusively dated black men. I really don't care your shape, your size, your color. I don't care one way from the other. And, it is who you are as a person that matters to me. So I'd like to piggyback on this. I'd like to know. I want to know. That's a good question. That's a real good question.
Why do you exclusively date black men?
So this is a hot topic. And a lot of the comments and replies did not pass the vibe check. So I'm going to try to be as respectful as possible. And as always, if I ever say something or do something that is offensive and you feel inclined, because it's not your job to educate me, but if you feel inclined to call me out, please do. I welcome it. I am always about educating myself and learning. That being said, for me personally, it's not necessarily that I exclusively only date black people, but I do tend to get approached and asked out more, and I do tend to vibe with and have chemistry with black people more than any other race or culture. I, however, absolutely will not date somebody who's white. And the best way for me to explain why is by telling y'all a little story, so I'm going to try to keep it short, but here you go. Dated a guy in high school. I knew his parents. I was friends with his sister, knew his grandmother and her sister. Everything was hunky-dory. Thought he was the love of my life. We got engaged. As soon as high school was out, we moved in together. I then got invited to go spend Christmas with him and his extended family. That's where things went to hell. His other grandmother was dropping the N word with a hard R, the W word that ends with back, and all kinds of other racist terms left and right. His uncle was sitting there telling jokes that was extremely racist and extremely discriminatory against other groups as well, to the 8-year-old, and telling him he can't be friends with his black friend or his Hispanic friend, telling him to go to school and repeat these jokes. Being the loudmouth that I am, I said, oh, hell no. I called them out. I told them how disgusting and racist they were, and that it was just disgusting. They were just disgusting, horrible people. And he had my back. My fiance had my back. He was sitting there right along with me telling him that this shit was bullshit. Up until the point where I said, our children will never meet you guys or know you guys, because I will not have children around people or in an environment that thinks that this disgusting behavior is okay. That's where he drew the line, and that's where he had a problem. Long story short, there was a physical altercation between me and his sister that cops got involved. We broke up. I broke it off because like I said, I could not have family. I could not have children with somebody who wants me and my children to be around that. It's not going to happen. So we broke up. I started realizing that every person that was white that I ever dated had similar issues. Every single one of them. That was always an issue. Either them or their friends or their family would come out being racist, and it would be an issue. I got tired. I got tired of putting my time, my energy, my effort, my emotion into somebody just for it to turn around and end because of that crap. So I stopped dating white people altogether. I also noticed that when I dated people who were black, there was some things that I didn't get from the white community or as much of in other communities as well. That sense of family, that strong family ties, and always having your family's back and taking care of your family, something I never experienced elsewhere. That strong sense of community and uplifting your community for the betterment of your community. Did never experience that elsewhere. Those are the types of things. That love is what I'm attracted to in black people. It's not their skin, it's not their hair, it's not physical anything. It's that love that I just never really experienced elsewhere. But I do when I date people who are black. I'm also the kind of person, I don't care as much about physical beauty I'm the type of person where I could be physically attracted to you, but if I see you have an ugly personality, when I look at you, I no longer see beauty. All I see is that ugliness. Like, I start finding all the flaws. I don't see somebody attractive anymore. You, to me, are ugly as hell. Physically, once I realize that you have the ugliness on the inside. Like, I'm weird. I'm not attracted to physical beauty as much as I am personality. But yeah, those are reasons why I tend to only date black people. Like I said, it's not necessarily exclusive. I just tend to. But I hope that helps. I hope I wasn't offensive, and if I was, feel free to call me out if you feel inclined. I always welcome the education, even though it's not your job. I still welcome it if you feel inclined to do so.
White women who only exclusively date black.
Well, you see, the thing is, if you're a white woman that dates black men and has interracial children, and then you stop dating black men, a lot of white men do not want to date someone that has dated a black man. So you end up with the white trash white men that pound beers and do drugs and sit around bonfires yelling, usually the N-word. So that's probably why a lot of them just stay dating black men. It's just, I personally went back. I only date white men. Well, I'm not even dating right now, but I need a white man that's got a little flavor to him, though.
Why do you exclusively date black men? I really want to know. I'm curious.
I grew up around the military, so I've dated a Mexican guy, Puerto Rican guy, Dominican guy, a Filipino guy. I've dated black men. My daughter's father's half black and half white. So I do have a genuine question. Like, when I was hanging out in my younger years, I did stuff like I wore Dickies because Aaliyah was wearing them and it was cool and it was the style back then. Saggy Dickies on a woman, having your midriff showing and all that when I look good. But anyway, I did have friends who seemed like they were putting on like the dialect and all that. And then I did actually have friends who grew up in the black community who had the same dialect. So is that acceptable? I'm very seriously curious if that is an acceptable thing. And how do you tell the difference when you meet somebody if they grew up that way or not?
White women. White women who only exclusively date black men.
Why a lot of white women date black men? There's a simple answer to that. It's because they're not racist.
So here are a few comments I grabbed from his comment section so you guys can see what other white women that couldn't stitch his video, what they dropped in the comment section. Please pause to read if you want to. Now, personally, I am really curious to know why, because at my former place of work, I've got this white colleague who I noticed that she is obsessed with black men, and then one day she said to me that she would love to marry a black man. I was like, oh, okay. Why? She said to me that she just want to have a black child. That was exactly what she said to me. Nothing more, nothing, like she want to have a black child. That's it. So when I saw this video, I was like, okay, I would love to know why, like really why, anyways, let me know your take in the comments. Like I said, I am not against interracial marriage. Marry whoever that makes you happy. That's okay. But I thought I should bring this video here. Judging from what I've heard from a white woman, she says she just want to have a black child. That was her reason. Just one reason. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and of course, come back for another video. I'm gonna see y'all in my next one. Y'all take care. Bye.